I woke up this morning. I was so encouraged and inspired to talk with you today because there are a lot of times out here where we set goals and we believe in the goals that we set. We don't set goals that we don't believe in. But what happens between believing the goals and achieving the goals? Hi, Betty. Thank you for joining. A lot of times when we set goals, there are things that we believe in, things that we know that we're supposed to do and should do, want to do, have dreamed about doing, have a vision to do, but we don't quite finish them. And many times we start things and don't finish them. Some of us started, with a promise to ourselves or a resolution that we started with even last week that we've fallen off the wagon already. Yeah, and it's important that this year, this season, this time in your life that you follow through. Yes, Steph, we have got to follow through. Okay, I was talking to a friend of mine yesterday, and my friend was saying that she had a goal to improve her health last year. And, she just found herself just bound up with ice cream and sweets and cakes and all kinds of great stuff that she loves to eat. And she said that she has, all that stuff in her refrigerator, a freezer. And she says, well, what do you think I should do? I said, I think you should throw it away. Give it away, or, have a party and have everybody come over and eat up all your sweets, cook it up, whatever it is, serve it up, and be done with it. Oh, no, I think I can operate in moderation and that'll work for me. I'm like, okay, has it worked so far? Okay, you got to know when to hold them and when to fold them. Okay, so that's just a small example. Many of us come into, 2018 and we have all these great goals and dreams and all this stuff. And I want you to be not only goal believers, but goal achievers. So today, I want to talk about 7 steps, 7 ways, 7 ideas, 7 tips that you can take away from today's teaching that will help you not only be a goal believer, but a goal achiever. Okay? Why? Because believing is only part of the journey. Okay? So what does it take to move from just believing to achieving? So there's a book that I recommend that everybody read, that who is a visionary, a purpose-driven person, and that is a book called Good to Great by Jim Collins. And if you don't read the whole thing, at least get the highlights of it, because it's a great book. And it talks really about corporate America. It really talks to CEOs and people who are in corporate America about moving from good to great. And Jim Collins talks about the fact that he believes good is the enemy of great. Good is the enemy of great. Sometimes I believe that we settle for mediocre instead of stretching ourselves to greatness, because it's easy. It's easier to be average. It's easier to settle. And I want us to move from settling, from being average, to being overachievers, great achievers, okay? This is the season for your greatness to be manifest. I'm speaking it into your life, okay? So number 1, you have to, if you're going to move from being a goal believer to a goal achiever, you have to, number 1, have a clear vision. Having an idea, having a fuzzy dream, having some kind of, this is the direction I'm going, and, I'm kind of like, not real sure. You have to have a clear vision. How do you know you have a clear vision? You're able to speak and write it, okay? You're able to write it and to speak it. That means I can succinctly state to you what my vision is. If I say I'm going to lose 20 pounds this year, that's very, very clear. So I have a clear vision. I have a vision that is writable. It's transportable. I can write it, I can say it, I can speak it, okay? So you have to have a clear vision. Number 2, you have to have a strategic plan. Okay, let's go back to my weight loss thing. I cannot say I'm going to lose weight and I'm going to do it just, because I want to do it. I've got to decide if I'm going to do it through exercise and diet. Okay, so what I'm going to eat? And hey, Natasha, thank you. Hey, Gary, Michael, Dorothy. So if I have a strategic plan, that means that I have to have a plan that I write down, Okay, a lot of us try to do things and we don't have a written plan. We don't have a strategic plan. So my strategic plan for me for 2018, I've got to go to the gym. How many times a week am I going to go to the gym? What is my time frame in the day that I'm going to go to the gym? Okay, if I'm going to do all of this and I'm going to achieve my 20 pounds of weight loss, then I have to have a strategic, specific plan. Okay, your plan not only needs to be strategic, but it needs to be specific. And here's the key. Here's the key. You have to not only know what you want to do, what you're going to do, but you have to know what you're not going to do. Okay, learn to say no. Okay, even if you have to tell yourself no. No, I'm not going to eat after 7 p.m. No, I'm not going to eat desserts but one time a week. Okay, those things that I'm not going to do are as important as the things I'm going to do, because what you're not going to do, if it's not specific and if it's not strategic, you will do the positive things and forget that there are things that counteract those things that you're still doing. Okay, so you got to know what you're not going to do as well as what you're going to do. Have a strategic and specific plan on the positives and the negatives. Okay, yeah, that's very, very important. Number 3, and we're talking about moving from goal believers to goal achievers. Number 3, take action. Ooh, action is a good word. Okay, action is a word that impacts everything. If you're going to achieve a goal, I promise you, you can't do it just thinking about it. You can't do it just dreaming about it. You can't do it just talking about it, but you've got to be about it. You've got to take action. And when you fall off of the horse or you fall off the wagon, get back up, dust yourself off, and get back in there. Okay, get back in the fight. But take action and set measurable, achievable goals and set trackable goals. Okay, your goals that you set, sometimes you have goals that are so big and so overarching. This year, I want to write a book. Okay, but you ain't wrote the first chapter or the introduction or the outline. You haven't even written the idea down about what you're going to write about. All right, it's not going to happen. You've got to have measurable, achievable goals that are bite-sized, okay? So what are you going to do in the month of January toward your goals, okay? So that's very, very important. Taking action, setting measurable goals, achievable goals, bite-sized goals, okay? Hey, Sue, thank you for joining, okay? All right, number 4, moving from goal believing to goal achieving. Number 4, be humble. Ooh, okay, this is so important. You know, your humility attracts people to you. Your humility makes people want to be a part of what you're doing. It makes people want you to win. Your humility means I'm not a know-it-all. I don't know everything. You know what? It also means that I'm smart enough to know what I don't know. Okay, and when I know what I don't know, I know to get some help. Yeah, I need to ask for help. You need to ask for help sometime and know that, you know what? There's a community of people. There's a community of faith. There's a community around you that loves you, that wants you to win, that wants you to succeed. And don't be afraid or too proud to ask for help. Yes, I am a publishing coach, consultant, ghostwriter, and sometimes people, that I know, especially, people who are, achieving things, they want to say, well, yeah, I'm going to write my book. I want you to look it over. Okay, all right. I'm going to wait till you do that, all right? Because you're too proud to say, you know what? I don't know what I'm doing. I need some help. I had a friend call me yesterday and was not too proud to say, you know what, we're friends, and I know you do what you do, and I'm bad in my own arena, but this one right here, this book writing thing, that's your thing. So listen, can you help me get my book done? All right, it's okay to ask for help. Be humble enough to ask for help. Okay, that's number 4. Number 5, and this is so important, that you have an accountability partner. Ooh, what is a ghostwriter? Hey, Maureen, thank you for asking. A ghostwriter is somebody who writes your book for you. Okay, they take your ideas and they put them in a book because the ghostwriter is an established expert in writing. Okay, all right, let's get back to our thing. So have an accountability partner. Yeah, somebody who can keep you accountable to your goals and to your dreams. There are people that you should pray with on a weekly basis who are people who are strong in their faith, who are strong in what they do. And you know what? The same thing with accountability. Find people who accomplish their goals, people who do what they say they're going to do. All right. You need an accountability partner to hold your little feet to the fire and say, look, you said you were going to do this. And now it's the middle of January and I don't see you going to the gym yet. And you said you're going to exercise and work out once a week. What's up? I need you to come. Listen, I have such love for some friends of mine that I had a sister who needed to lose weight and we talked about it. She agreed to do it. And you know what? She hadn't been able to conquer that thing in her life. And I said, listen, I'm going to go to the gym and my trainer is going to be your trainer. Okay. And I'm paying him for sessions, but I wanted him to help you for a while. Who do you love in your life enough to help them be accountable to their goals? All right. There ought to be people that you pour into. And I promise when you pour into somebody else, it's going to come back to you. But the same thing, have an accountability partner. Reach out to somebody. This is a good week to reach out to somebody and say, listen, I've got some goals that I have on the planning board for 2018, and I need you to help me to achieve them. Will you walk with me for this 12-month period? Okay? It is so important. Hey, Lisa, thank you for joining. All right. Yes. Okay. What you give out, what you pour out, what you invest in somebody else, it will come back to you. All right. The next one is you've got to persevere. Okay. Perseverance is a good word. When you talk about moving from good to great, moving from goal believer to goal achiever, it means that I can't give up. Okay, I can't give up. I can't quit. I can't get tired. I can't, throw in the towel and say, oh, it's too hard. Okay, I want you to know that some of the stuff that you didn't achieve in 2017 was because you just gave up. It's not because you couldn't do it. And let me tell you something right here. When God has a purpose for your life, there's nothing in the world and nobody in the world, in heaven or hell, that can stop you from achieving the purpose of God for your life. I'm telling you, and I'm speaking it into your life. Greatness is in you, okay? Because God did not make you, he made you fearfully and wonderfully. He didn't make you a failure, okay? If you decide to give up, if you decide you can't do it, then that's on you. But you have greatness in you. You have great potential, and you have great purpose in you. So it's time to achieve the greatness that is in you. That means stop making excuses about what didn't happen with somebody else. Stop blaming other people for your inability to persevere and your lack of stick-to-itiveness. All right, it's time to move forward. And number 7, and I'm gonna get on out of here. Number 7, to move from goal believer to goal achiever, is set high goals and have standards of integrity in reaching your goals. Okay, dream for something greater. Dream for something that's beyond what you can do by yourself. And I said this to you yesterday, and some of y'all took it, but some of you are on here that's new today. Hey, Karen, what you've got to do is have goals that are greater than you. Goals that demand that you trust God. Goals that demand that you walk by faith and not by sight. And goals that, okay, it's just not going to be easy. All right, I'm not going to settle for mediocrity. This is the year of moving into your greatness. This is the year, and I'm declaring it today. I'm doing my dream in 2018. You need to say that to yourself. I'm doing my dream in 2018. I'm no longer waiting. I'm no longer settling for just, well, good enough. Good enough never is. All right. So it's time to move past mediocrity. It's time to move past good and move to great. It's time to move from goal believer to goal achiever. Oh, yeah. I know this is good stuff. All right, God bless you. And listen, those of you who are authors, writers, those of you who have books in your heart that you want to get out into the hands of people who can be blessed by them, who can be inspired by your books, by your testimonies, by your messages, it's time for you to sign up. Go to my website, teresahairston.com. It's right on the first page. Sign up for my new webinar that's coming up. It starts in February. And don't worry about the time. It's going to be something that if you get on the webinar, whether you're able to take it live or we have to download it to you, it will really, really help you to achieve your book in 2018. Learn how to write your book, okay? I'm a publishing coach and consultant. I'm here to help you. So go to teresahairston.com and sign up for my webinar that's coming up starting in February. You just got a few more weeks to do it, and I promise you, if you are serious about getting your book done, this is something that will help you accomplish that goal. All right, thank you guys for chiming in. I hope you have a real blessed day, and hopefully I'll be back tomorrow, but I'll be talking with you soon. All right, God bless.